Rodeo fans are hoofing it over to downtown Austin at this hour. That's because Rodeo Austin is hosting its Grand Champion Steer Selection. KVUE's Jessica Vest joins us live from Congress Avenue with more. Hello, Jessica.
Hi, Brian. Yes, they've actually closed down parts of Congress Avenue for the steer selection. You can see it all going on behind me. Those are the holding pens back just over there with those red poles. That's where the steer will go. They're actually on their way over right now from the Expo Center. Now, we haven't had the Grand Champion title ceremony in downtown Austin here outside the Capitol in about 75 years. The only time they did this before was the first year of Rodeo Austin. Now, 75 years later, they are bringing it back for this special anniversary. You can see everybody crowded around here for the ceremony. It's going to be a big one. The steers coming out are actually the top 12 from the rodeo. There were about 500 in all. Judges spent the past few days really going over each of those steer, judging them, and they picked the top one from each class. Those 12 will now face off for that Grand Champion title. Now, the Texas students are the ones who raise these steer. This is the culmination of their years of work. The youth auction brings out community leaders from Austin and from across the state. The Grand Champion steer selection will actually start in about an hour at noon here along 11th Street. You can hear them actually kind of preparing and checking their microphones out here. Until this is all over, some roads will remain closed. Those closures stretch out on Congress Avenue between 10th Street and 11th Street, and 11th Street between Colorado and Brazos. All of the steer here today will actually be auctioned off in that youth auction tomorrow. It's scheduled for 9 a.m. at the Bob Bullock Museum. Now, traditionally, we typically see that Grand Champion steer get the highest bid. In fact, last year's Grand Champion auctioned off for $60,000. All that money goes directly to the students who raised that steer. I talked to some of the judges, the main judge here who's actually going to decide which one of these 12 is the top steer, and he says he looks at a number of things, including the muscle composition and the stability of the steer, to determine exactly which one earns that title. Live in downtown, Jessica Vest, KVUE News.
Jessica, thank you very much. Well, you couldn't ask for a better day for that event.